We're gonna go ahead and start this big step side to side, and I like to start up top. And what we're gonna do here is if we have any forward posture, we're gonna correct that now. So big dramatic circles back and down. Stretch that neck nice and long through your spine and continue to breathe. Keep going with those big breaths. Good. Excellent job. So I'm going big circles back and down. Nice breathing. And great. Okay, so I want to keep the neck long. I want to keep the shoulders down. I don't want the shoulders to creep up on the neck. From here, I'm going to go ahead and start lifting up overhead. And again, I'm taking pretty big steps side to side, getting the legs warm, getting the arms moving and warmed up. This is very much a stretch and a warm up. So we do want to keep moving. Our goals are get the blood flowing through the body, get it nice and warm. Get these big muscles stretched out. Awesome. Said this before, I'll say it again. We reach straight up. We do not go in front of our bodies because I want to get these big muscles on our back stretched out. And great. In 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to keep the leg wide. I do a little dip and reach over the body. Now I'm going to go slow-mo for you. You just keep going. What I want is this nice long line. See that nice diagonal line? I'm gonna feel that in the hip. Get that stretch nice and long. Again, not in front of the body, no. Over, over. And we breathe over the body. Keep that going. Nice long line. Keep that up. Good. Stretch it out. Feel your shoulders, your back, down through your rib cage. Feel it in your hip. Great. Excellent breathing. Okay, we are ready to bring it to the next one. Core goes tight. Start lifting those knees up, up, up. You have options. You can hug each one in nice and tight. Take it a little slower. Or you could just bring it in for a tight march. What I mean by tight is I want that knee to really drive up because we're starting to move out the hip flexor, okay? Good breathing. Today, we're keeping it simple. All you need, dumbbells and a mat. Dumbbells and a mat today. Awesome. Okay. From here, my feet are about hip width apart. My chest stays up. I'm gonna go into squats. Good breathing. Excellent job. As I do my squats, you can start off mellow, not coming down super low. Keep the chest up. Once your legs feel warm, feel free to get down lower. And I'm very aware of more the stretching aspect in this squat, meaning that when I drop down and push the butt back and down, I'm getting that stretch. I feel it in the glute and the low back, okay? Yes, we are warming up the legs, but I'm feeling that low back and glute on that press back with the butt. One more. Modified regular jumping jacks. Let's go for it. Here's your regular. Here's your modified. Choose. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs wide. Pull it on back. Excellent. So what's happening here? Stretching out, big muscles in the quadricep, warming up, big muscles in the hamstring. As I pull back, stretch out the chest, warm up that upper back. Pull. Good. I do that little like annoying loud breath just to remind you, I like to breathe. I want you to continue breathing too. Great job. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add a twist. If you get dizzy, you're just gonna keep looking forward and move the arms only. If you can, give it a nice twist out. Twist out. Good, keep that going. Excellent job. Big reach across. Good extension. Yes, I feel it through the back of the arm. And then I'm gonna feel it in my core all the way down to the hip as I extend and twist that midsection. Good job. Keep breathing. And great. Cool. Abs tight. Give me a kick out. So good. Go ahead and do a little kick out. What's happening here is we're still, yes, warming up the hip flexors by lifting the leg, but we're getting this little kick out, starting to get the extension for the back of the hamstring. What we want to do, in case there's a little lean back, keep the abs tight. It will automatically tighten back here. So core tight, it will tighten here for you already, just in case you have a little lean back. You guys are doing great. Keep it going. Okay, I'll talk for a little bit. Little health update. I'm about 7 months pregnant. My goal, as long as everything stays healthy, is to go with you guys all the way to the end. And I mean the end, if I can. We will see how my body holds up. So far, 2 pregnancies been okay. Let's hope we can go a 3rd round with that. From here, squat down, pop the toe. Then I will take off probably about a month, about 5 weeks. And during that time, you're gonna wanna do the videos on YouTube that I'm posting, because when I get out of the hospital, I continue exercising. I don't take a break. So when I come back, it's not gonna be easy. When I come back, it's hard because I feel like I have to prove something, okay? That's like the trainer inside of me. So you guys are gonna want to keep exercising while I'm taking that month off. One more. And good. Now we go modified or regular jumping jacks. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Abs tight. And we circle. And one more. Okay, I switch the direction of the circle. My leg starts wide. I draw it back in. And bring it back in. Good breathing. Okay, good. Tighten up in that core. I'm gonna swing kick it side to side, and the hands are out kind of for markers where the leg is aiming towards, helping out with balance. Get those awesome swing kicks off. Good breathing. Some of you guys are probably even able to bring that foot as high as the hand. Go for it. Good. And cool. Okay. Hands on the hip, and I circle on out. Good. So hands on the hip, circling out, moving out that low back. Feel that stretch. If you feel like, wow, that's just a good stretch, feel free to hold. Continue to breathe. Switch direction of the circle. And great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with a couple staggered stretches. I'm gonna go straight leg out. When I say straight leg, I always keep the knee soft. I don't want to invert the knee, so the hands do not place down on the straight leg. Pop the toe, hands can go to supported leg or reach for the floor. Bend it on down to what you feel comfortable. Continue to breathe. Stretching can feel challenging, but should not feel uncomfortable, okay? So if it's uncomfortable, you back off. Continue to breathe. And slowly on up. Switch the legs up. Straight leg, toe pop, come on down. And that's great. Good, slowly up. I'm going for hip flexor. I'm gonna take a big step forward. I'm gonna try and keep my back heel on the ground. Right here's my hip flexor. I'm gonna drive it on forward, push that knee forward, okay? So now that I'm in this position, hip forward, back heel down, straighten the leg. I can feel it, yes, maybe my calf, my Achilles, hip flexor. I want to continue that stretch. If you want to, you can lift the arm of the leg that's back. Get the stretch a little bit up into the abdomen, okay? Keep that going. And slow release. We switch the legs up. Take a big step forward. Drive that hip flexor forward. Good, so that front knee is bent, driving that back hip flexor forward. Try to keep the heel on the ground if you can. If you're not there yet, that's okay, over time. And then we're gonna lift that arm, and great. Okay, so if you don't have it, go ahead and grab it. You're gonna need dumbbells, water, and a mat. I'm gonna start myself off with a quick sip of water, and then it's just your body weight, okay? So I'll meet you back here in about 15 seconds. Awesome. Okay, so we got leg drills we're going to go through. Let's start off with this first one. And I need like a little bit of space to the side. So big step outside and a big step back. Okay, so we're gonna do like a combo lunge. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna have the right leg be the mover. Okay, so the right leg's the mover. You're gonna come down into your side lunge. Let's pause and talk for a minute. Here I am in my side lunge. Look down at your foot. Your knee should be about mid-foot. Your knee is not going over. Your knee is not tucked in. Your knee is not pushed wide. Your knee is over mid-foot, okay? With that said, I'm able to do that because I have a tilt in my hip and my back is straight, okay? So back is straight, tip of the hip a little bit forward, okay? So that's how we get an awesome looking side lunge. Sometimes when we start moving fast, I see some of us getting kind of funky, so just take your time on it, okay? So we're gonna go side lunge, and then we're gonna quick transition. You have options. You can either tap or high knee for a little challenge, okay? So it's up to you. And then I'm gonna go curtsy lunge. But curtsy lunge is not for everyone. So if you have knee issues, wait and hold up. Curtsy lunge is right here. Now I'm gonna pause again. Look at the form. The knee is over mid-foot. The knee is not pushing wide, okay? The knee is over mid-foot. Curtsy lunge puts you into that diagonal lunge position where that leg goes just a little bit off to the side, okay? It's a little diagonal angle, and it's gonna work the glute a little bit more, okay? Now, curtsy lunge is not for everyone. If you need a modification, you got some knee issues, you're gonna go here, tap or high knee, straight back lunge. Keep the feet square with the hips, okay? Keep the feet square with the hips, got it? Okay, so we can go right into it. Let's go for it. Let's go, so side lunge, high knee or tap, pick a lunge from behind. Ready? Side lunge, back lunge. Your back lunge can either be a normal looking lunge or it could be a curtsy lunge. I'm gonna challenge my glutes. I'm gonna go for the curtsy today, but if your knees are not liking it right away, you gotta stop. You're just gonna go square up the toes and keep the toes facing forward at a normal lunge. Keep going, keep going. Make sure your knees are over your feet at all times when we're in our low phase. So I'm in low phase, knees over, not pushing wide. Good job, good job. I want to feel that glute. Good work, good work. Good job, how about 5 more? And in 5, keep it going. 4, 3, my hands are up, just kind of help with balance. You don't need to have your hands up like this. I like it, it's helping with balance, it's keeping my chest from falling forward. Last one. And good stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and move into a little bit wider than hip width apart. So I'm gonna, actually, it's probably for me, it's about double hip width apart. My toes are out about 45 degrees, so they're facing the corners. Chest is up. What I am not doing is letting the knees sink in. I wanna push the knees wide, okay? So push your knees wide. Okay, so we're gonna do like a ladder crawl. I'm gonna come down low, but low is like relative to where you're at. Maybe low for you is pretty up high. That's okay. Listen to your body. So if you can, push it down low, keep the chest up. And what I'm gonna do is a ladder crawl, meaning I'm gonna go 1, 2, high knee left. I'm sorry, right. High, 1, 2, high knee left. 1. Then we're gonna go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4, knee up all the way to 10. You got it? Chest up, let's go. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knee. Now we're gonna stop when we get to this side. 9 and 10, here we go, knee. Now guess what, we're at the top of the ladder, we gotta bring it back down. Start at 10, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, knee. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, knee. We're getting close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost there. 1, 2, woo, and 1, 2. Fantastic. Walk that out a second. Good breathing. Okay, back to lunges. This is a fun lunge one. I say fun when things are challenging because I want to be positive. Here we go. So I'm like in a little bit of this already lunge. I'm going to choose your right leg to begin. So you go right leg. And what we're going to do is we're going to go drive up. And if you don't feel comfortable driving up, you're just tapping in. So 2 drive ups. And then we're going to go for a split lunge for 2. So that's a jump one. If you don't like jumping, you could just walk it on back lunge. I'll show the hard one and then I'll show the modification. 1, 2. Your modification is lunge, lunge. Get it? Okay, you could jump, you don't have to. Get ready, drive for 2, jump for 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's finish. Last one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Fantastic. Good work. Give yourself a couple breaths. We're going for a half burpee. Half burpee. If you want to put out a mat, especially if you have like hardwood, that's fine. I understand. Just kind of double up your mat because you're just using it for your hands. You never have to do a burpee, first off, okay? I'll show what I'm talking about with the half burpee, and then I'll show some other ideas. Half burpees, hands down, kick out to plank, bring it back, hold low, okay? That's your half burpee. And you're gonna continue back and forth, holding low, hands up. Modification number 1, if you're okay with coming down to the ground, walk out plank, walk it back, hold it, or stand it up. One more time, modification. Step it, and up or hold low. If you absolutely don't want to hit the floor, that's okay. Instead, you're gonna go ahead and go squat, lunge, lunge, squat, lunge, lunge. You got it? Okay, choose your poison. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now this is where I'm gonna leave like an element of challenge. Some of you guys, that's enough. Go get some water, recover. Some of you guys do need to be pushed, okay? You've been taking this class like 12 years, you know who you are. What's gonna happen is you're taking it to a full burpee, okay? You can even modify it. Down, down, up, up, lift. Got it? If you need the challenge, you join me. If not, you grab water, recover the breathing. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Proud of you guys. Good job. Some water, recover, work the breathing, come back with your dumbbells and your mat, okay? That was a cool round, and we did it all with our body weight. It was challenging, it was hard, it was body weight. That means if you're somewhere, anywhere, you always have your body with you, you can always exercise. Okay, here I am, I'm in the mat. This is a good start. I'm gonna keep my dumbbells near. I do not need them right away, and I want them kind of out of the way. So I'm gonna keep my dumbbells way up top. And I'm gonna go low on my mat. So I can be on my knees, I can be on my toes. I'm gonna do a traveling push-up. Push-ups aren't for everyone. You got some wrist or shoulder problems. What I'd like you to do is lay down instead and work chest presses. And then you could even add in some variety with tight core, alternating chest presses. So like a 1, 2, 1, 2. Got it? Cool. Okay. So you have options. I'll show toes first, and I'm gonna probably end up on my knees. So I'm gonna go on my toes, holding my plank, straight arms. So I got this normal push-up, which means my hands are down for my shoulder, maybe a teeny bit wide, that's okay, but not above or below the shoulder. Keep the core tight, it isn't a plank. I'm gonna go push up, then my right arm goes where my left arm is, the other arm travels out wide, I keep the abs tight, and I push up from here. Then I bring it on back to the center. And then I switch the position and go to the other side. See how that travels? Cool, I'm gonna go to my knees. Feel free to stay on your toes. If you're ready, let's go. Travel, go right, center, left, abs tight. Right, center, left, center. Right, center, left, center, right, center, left, and center. Good job, cool. Okay, grab your dumbbells. Awesome, so you have options. You can either sit back, kneel, you can come onto your legs, really tightening up in the core, or you could stand up if you don't like being on your knees. Here I am, shoulders back and down, lateral raise, forward raise. Got it? Cool, let's go. Lateral, forward. Goals here, no bend in the wrist. If you need to, little bend in the elbow. I got more issues with my right arm, so there's a teeny bit more of a bend than I like with my right arm, but it is what it is, and I go with it. Arms are, for the most part, straight, coming up about shoulder height. But your modifications here would be more of a bend in the elbow, not coming up quite as high, and doing no weight at all. Those are all things you can do to modify. If you got shoulder stuff going on, just at least go through the motion. Keep the arms moving. One more. Okay, cool. This one's like a little bit of cardio. I'm gonna go ahead and go for a bicycle movement. So cycle arms, core stays tight. What I mean by core tight is I don't want you like rocking your hips as the arms push out. Tighten up hip flexors, abdomen, back, and butt. Let's go. Cycle arms, cycle arms. Keep it going, keep it going. Good, breathe in, tire it out. Tire it out. Cycle and breathe. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and that is 1. Fantastic. Shoulders back and down, stretch out that neck nice and long. Good stuff. We move on to doing L shape. So we got now 1 in front, 1 to the side, hit the hips, switch it up, and again, lock it up through the core. Keep on breathing. Good job. I will say this, being short is extremely helpful for teaching virtually. So I take up a little bit of space on the up top. So it does make it very much easier when I come down to the mat for you guys to still see me. I have found one advantage to being 5 feet tall. And one more. And great. Okay, so now instead of bicycling out, we're switching and bicycling down. So now tighten up in the core. The knees are okay, please just stay here. If not, stand up, or you can sit back. And we're gonna go ahead and go backwards bicycle arm. Let's go. Again, core tight, abs tight. Hip flexors tight. Low back butt tight. And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oh my goodness, 3, arms are tired, 2, and that is 1. Woo. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set the weights down. They're a little bit out of the way. I don't need the weights, and I don't wanna get them in the way. So I'm gonna go back to a plank. You have options. You can go forearm. If you do forearm, you may not wanna do the lifting arm one, I understand. If this is too much, lay down on your back instead and just go into a chest fly, okay? Here I am. I'm gonna go knees or toes. I'll start off on my toes. And I'm gonna go ahead and do clock with the legs. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it out. So on a clock, this is hitting 3, and I gotta hit 9. So hit 3 and 9, and then the arms go up. 1, 2, 1, 2, arms up, 1, 2. Now I can be on my knees and go knee up, arm up, okay? Knee up, arm up. We're gonna be on the toes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, abs tight. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Fantastic. Okay, shake out the wrists. I'm gonna go big circles one way, big circles the other way, up, down, side to side, finger stretch. Get those wrists moving. Keep them moving. Do that after you've done a lot of computer work too. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells, go onto my back. So here I am, laying down now on the ground, on the back. Some of you guys are just already doing chest flies, so I use that as a modification. Whoops, because we're going into chest flies now. You have options. You continue chest flies, really burn out the chest. Or you can move on. If you were doing the last one as a modification. You can move on to dropping arms with weight or no weight, and then lifting up. So again, arm drop to lift and alternate arms, okay? So here we go. We're going into a chest fly. I'm gonna put a little bend in the elbow, no bend in the wrist. My arms open wide, bring them really close to the ground, and then I'm gonna hug them in. Now on that hug in, I'm aware that my chest is stronger than these 5-pound weights I'm holding. So I need to go mind to muscle and really flex and squeeze my pectoral muscles. especially when those elbows start to see each other. So when your elbows start coming up into view, I need you to add that flex onto that chest muscle. That flex so much so that you're able to perk up that chest, and we go for it. Get those muscles. Cool, you wanna add stuff? Sure. You can add in that bridge up if you like. Keep that going. With the bridge up, I'll just talk very little on it. You're gonna go ahead and just bring that hip up to a nice line. You don't wanna overextend past that line because it's gonna create pressure in the low back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flex my butt, feel my hamstring, feel my back, get it to a nice line, and then bring it back down. And what I do is like one vertebrae up at a time, like a banana peel, and then I'm gonna trace that peel back down. Okay, back to chest, focus there. You doing good? Okay, I know a lot of you guys, this is a little bit light, so I have to challenge you guys. I'm gonna keep my hips up, but feel free to put yours down instead. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one arm up, one arm up. You doing okay? Awesome. Let's add something, okay? So we're gonna add in a tricep. So we're gonna go right, left, tricep. Ready? Right arm down, left arm down, arm straight up, tricep extension. Right arm, left arm, 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 tricep extension. Last one, right arm, left arm, and here we go, tricep extension. Fantastic, good work. Okay, so now I'm gonna slowly make my way to standing up. I'm gonna put the weights off to the side, I'm gonna move my mat off to the side, grab a sip of water. So go ahead and reset, we're hitting legs again, okay? Nothing to trip on, clear your space. Okay, so we're going back to legs. We did a lot of like one-sided stuff, so now it's hitting the other side in this round. You need a big step out and a big step back, okay? You got that? Got some space? Let's talk really quick on the first one. When I come down to my lateral lunge, the knee is over. I have a little tip in the hip, my spine is straight. What I mean by that is I'm not arching forward, my back stays straight, okay? So you have options. We're gonna go lateral lunge, and you could tap or go high knee, and then you have options to either back lunge it if you got some knee issues, or you could try to do a curtsy lunge. Now with the curtsy lunge, I don't want the knee wide, that's bad form, so let's go ahead and put that knee right over the heel, and then I would bend both knees. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do like one more little thing about talking about this whole thing. So the leg that's bent is the leg that's gonna be strengthened. So we power out of the bent leg. So right now, it's your left leg in the lateral lunge, but then we switch it, and the primary like strength builder now becomes the right, okay? So what I mean by that is I don't want you jumping off back legs. I want the power to always come from the leg that's bent, okay? Okay, enough said. Let's get into it. Are you ready? Lunge, curtsy lunge. Ooh, that was not great. Here, I'm gonna try and make it look prettier. Ooh, balance. Balance is important on this one. I gotta take my time. So on my curtsy, I'm gonna find that I don't need to go dramatically back off to the side and get a really huge diagonal, because my knee's starting to pop a little bit wide and I wanna protect the knee. So I'm just gonna go like a little bit off with that diagonal back lunge, that curtsy lunge, and then I'm gonna dip it down just to make sure my knee stays protected. Okay, so I got a little less flexibility on this side is what I'm noticing. Continue to breathe. Good job, feel the glute. Feel those legs. Get down to your lunge. And again, you can go high knee or tap before we transition. I'm not really getting in a high knee, but if I wanted a challenge, I would do that high knee in between there. I got enough challenges, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it in the air, so it's a little bit of a challenge, and then push back. But if you need more of a challenge, high knee every time. Got it? Cool. And in 5. Good job. 4. 3. 2. And finish. Good stuff. Okay, that was good. Last time we did the ladder. Do you remember the ladder? Yes, you do. Okay, so what's gonna happen on this ladder is we change it up just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and start you off a little bit more over to the right, okay? You need to be able to either take a big step, like kind of a leapy step to the other side, or you're gonna literally jump to the other side. So we're gonna go ladder, 1, 2, jump it, 1, 2, jump it back, 4, all the way up to 10, and then from 10, we repeat 10, and we bring it back down to 2, okay? So here we go. This is a little bit less plie and just a little bit more of a normal squat pulse. Chest stays up, coming down. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna modify this one so you see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not as low as I once was. Jump it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do what you can do. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Ooh, walk that out. Whew. Grab your breath. Good job. Okay, so we have that drive up lunge, and you can either do the lunge, switch up jump, or just simply step back lunge, step back lunge. Hope that made sense. I'm sure it will jog your memory once we start. Left leg is forward on this one. So I'm gonna go like a little bit of a bend, chest up, body weight has to be in this front leg. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push down through the front leg to stand up. And that's crazy important because we're getting the work in the glute and hamstring. I do not really want the back leg jumping off because it's like about the hip flexor and sometimes constrain the knee, okay? So get push down through the front leg to get up. Here we go, drive up. 1, 2, switch up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, last. 1, 2, good stuff. Awesome. Okay. Give yourself a couple breaths. Big breaths in and out. We're moving on to doing burpees. Burpees are out for everyone. Recover your breathing while I explain your modifications one more time. Modify. Step it out, bring it in. Hold low, reach up to you. Modification number 2. Squat, lunge back, squat, lunge back, okay? Keep that pattern, squat, lunge. I'm gonna go half burpee, which is gonna be me jumping back to a plank, jumping back in, lifting up my hands, okay? After that, I will excuse you guys who need to grab water and recover the breathing, and then I'm gonna push right into the full either standing burpee or jumping burpee. Give yourself a big breath. We got a little challenge ahead of us. Get ready. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm continuing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Whew. Grab some water, recover the breathing. Come on back with your mat and your dumbbells. Okay, so I'm setting up with my mat, with my dumbbells. Working the breathing still. Make sure you're in control of your breathing before moving on. Don't move on until you are in complete control of the breathing. Okay, so same idea as before. We start off with the traveling push-up. It's gonna go center, hands move over to the right, push up, center, hands move to the left, push up. So the core stays tight. Feel free to be on your toes if you're okay with that. You could go to your knees. If your wrists or shoulders hurt with doing a push-up, you're gonna lay down on your back and you're gonna go push up, 1, 2. It's like push-up, but I mean, it's more like a chest press. So chest press, 1, 2, chest press, okay? I don't need my weights for this, so I'm gonna set them off to the side. I might do this one for my knees, but I know you could do it from your abdomen. For those of you guys who've been taking a class a while, those of you guys have been doing core work. Keep the core tight, keep the abs tight. You got this? Okay. Abs tight either way, from the knees or from the toes. Ready, set, go. Push up, bring it right. Push up, bring it center. Push up, bring it left. Fantastic, let's go. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Left. Center. right. I'm gonna finish up on this one, but I gotta get my left in. Center and finish. Left, good stuff. Okay, check out the wrist if you need to. You got sensitive wrists, you gotta go big circles one way, big circles the other way. Up, down, side to side, finger stretch. Do that all, and please, if you're typing a lot, do that throughout your day. The other thing to do is to take your thumb, here's your forearm, and really get that, I think it's your tendon that's coming up through here that gets really tender, and really massage it out to keep you from getting carpal tunnel, okay? So you feel like if you really dig in there and you have like on the verge of carpal tunnel, so what I do is I massage this out, and I wanna, when I'm just sitting around, if you're sitting around watching TV, just start giving like a really deep thumb massage right in here, okay? Okay, enough of that. Coming up, abs tight, shoulders back and down. You doing okay? You breathing okay? I'm gonna go overhead. If you feel short of breath, you're not going overhead. You're doing a bicep curl instead. Okay, so here I am. Overhead, and I'm gonna go wide. Wide. Straight up. Wide. Straight up. Wide. Cool. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff, good stuff. Shake it out. I'm gonna go ahead and do shoulders back and down. I'm gonna stretch my neck out. I'm gonna work my breathing. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and move into doing like battle ropes. Pretend you got the ropes in the hand. And here we go, core stays tight. What I mean by that is you're not rocking that body side to side. Lock up the core. Keep this going, keep it going. Here we are, battle rope time. Challenge those arms. They're getting tired, but you are strong. Woo, we fight for it. Good job. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I gotta aim for upper back a bit. I'm just gonna stretch my shoulders and my neck. Take a breath. Okay, I'm gonna go robot arms. What I mean by that is they're not chicken wings. I wanna more so have a 90-degree armpit and a 90-degree elbow. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift. Here we go. Give me 8 because I'm gonna do something else off this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, cool, cool. One more. Good. Okay, so now the next one is not for everyone. If you have some shoulder stuff going on, you, my friend, are gonna move to either doing, how about abs tight, and you go into skier arms and work on your core being tight, okay? If your shoulders are healthy and well, let's go ahead and push it a little bit today. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna put a pretend walnut right there in between your two shoulder blades. We're gonna go ahead and pull the elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pinch the walnut, push out, palms down, punch out. Squeeze the walnut, punch it on out. You doing okay? Let's go for it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Good job. I'm looking at the time. I wish I had more time with you. We do another battle rope, but instead we need to move on to our back. Go onto your back, bend your knees. From here, my feet and knees are hip width apart in case you want to add in that bridge. The arms are coming up, and I'm going for a chest fly. Chest fly. I'm going to start adding in the hips. Remember what we said, mind to muscle. I want you to perk those pectoral muscles, chest muscles up. As those elbows start to see each other, I flex and squeeze the pecs.
Squeeze them or lift them, feel those muscles. Cool. You're doing great. Hey, you need challenges in your life? You can start like lifting one leg at a time, and you really got to work your core on that one. I don't think I have enough core left in me at 7 months pregnant, but if you have it, go for it. Push yourself. Good stuff. Okay. One more. Arms are gonna open. My hips are gonna go up. My arms are gonna open. I'm gonna pulse it out. As I'm pulsing it out, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pulse my glute up. So flex, release, flex, release. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so my hands are straight up. You can either keep your hips up and work the low back, glutes, and hamstrings, or you can set it all down. If that back is getting tired, listen to your back. Got it? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go tricep, press, right arm down. I'm gonna add another tricep. Tricep, press, left arm, fly. Tricep, arm fly. Tricep, arm fly. Tricep. You got a lot going on. Maybe you got your low back involved too. You're working your butt, your back, your hamstrings. You're working your tricep, your shoulders, your chest. Stabilizing through the hip flexors and core. Good job. Keep it going, keep it going. Strong body, strong mind. Hanging in there, hanging in there. One more each side. So I'm gonna get my right, and then I gotta get that left. Finish it. Woo-hoo. Fantastic, and I bring it on down. Okay, I'm gonna dump the weights. Dump the weights. And you guys gotta get a little bit of core work. And I say you guys because I'm like not as able to do core anymore. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna crunch up, and I'm just kind of going for speed because I'm running out of time. So I'm just gonna have you crunch up, hit that chest up, push down through the low abdomen. Neck is not out of alignment, it's staying in alignment with the spine. I can't get up as high as I'd like to show you. And then you're gonna start pulsing, pulse, pulse, pulse. So make sure you have a normal breathing pattern. Don't just breathe out on every up because you get too much breath out. Okay, so it's normal breathing pattern. Crunch up, get up higher, pulse, 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 pulse. Got it? You got that? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, if you can, add in the legs being up. If you can, the legs are now up as you pulse it out. Get those elbows closer to the knee. I can't do it, but some of you guys can get up there and really pulse close to that knee. Now I'm adding in the next level. If you can, pull the knees in, and crunch up with a knee pull. Knee pull. I can't really do it, but you can. Go for it. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Good breathing. Okay, doing good? Keep going. Pulse it out if you can, wherever level you're at. If you need one last challenge, you're crunching in, kicking out, crunching in, kicking out. Get those legs low. You got that? Go for it. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Good job. It's time to start stretching. Before I start my stretch, I do need a stretching strap, so I'm gonna grab it. But if you don't, hands over head, long body, long spine, get that body laid out and hold it and work your breathing. Going long body, long spine. Feel that stretch through the back, through the shoulders, through the abdomen. Continue breathing. Excellent job. Okay, and you should take a deep breath in. Take that breath out. Hug your knees in super tight. I want almost like a rounded spine. So if you were in spinal flexion, now you're going to go, now you're going to spinal flexion, hugging those knees in tight. Continue to breathe. Deep breath in, release, loosen up that grip, draw circles with the knees. Knees are going into circles. Feeling that low back, trace that oval shape on the mat, loosening up that low back, switch directions, loosen up that low back, continue to breathe. Arms open wide, knees are bent. You're gonna keep your hands planted, okay? Mine don't do that anymore. You're gonna bring the leg down to the side and then switch sides, and then we repeat it, okay? Great. Okay, so now I need my stretching strap. A lot of you guys just use your hands, and that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and rope up my calf, but you can just grab hold of it with your hands. Bottom leg can be bent or straight. Straight makes it harder. Continue to breathe. Nice deep breaths. Getting that stretch through the back of the leg, the hamstring. Breathe. Deliver oxygen to those muscles. Fantastic. I'm going to point the toe down, okay? So point that toe on down to the face. Continue the breathing. Lift that toe on up. Circle for the ankle joint. So I'm going to draw a circle with my toe, but this is actually about my ankle. So I'm going for range of motion for the ankle, meaning let's really try and get a good range of motion for that ankle. If you have scar tissue, work through it. Big circle. Take a moment for that ankle. Good. So now I'm going to go opposite arm, grabs that leg, same side arm down to the ground. Leg goes straight and diagonal across the body. Straighten it out. Point the toe back to the face and breathe. And release and switch. Okay, so here I am, bottom leg can be bent or straight. Straighten out that stretch leg, get that stretch through that hamstring. Continue to breathe. When we have tight hamstrings, it can affect our low back. So you want to make sure you're stretching these. This is important. Tight hamstrings can affect your walking pattern. Point the toe down, meaning that if we have really tight hamstrings, it starts affecting our back. Then eventually, you're going to shorten your gait. It's going to lead to back problems. Point the toe. Circle for the ankle. Switch direction on the circle. That's good. Okay, so opposite arm grabs that leg diagonal across. Straighten out that leg, point the toe on down if you can, breathe. I'm trying to keep my hip down and the hand planted. And release. From here, I'm going to put the ankle on top of the thigh. I can slide the hand through and hug it in, or I can sit up too. Continue to breathe. Slow release, switch it up, hug it in, breathe. And release. Okay, I'm gonna extend the legs out. I like the legs not cross, not touching each other, but just hip width apart, and then you're gonna fold the body down. I got this in the way, so I can't do it. I need to extend my legs, but please keep your legs straight out ahead of you, okay? Reach on down to your ankles, your calves, whatever you can fold over to. Feel that stretch in the low back and the back of the legs. Continue to breathe. And good stuff. Slowly coming on up. Soles of the feet will come together. From here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and push my knees down as close to the ground as I can get them. I'm going to have the soles of the feet together, and you can keep your back straight and kind of like tip forward the hip. These are options if you need to make it a little bit more intense. I'm looking at the time. I'm going to skip out on the legs going out wide. I'm going to put you on the stomach. So you need to go over to be laying on your stomach, lift up through the forearms or palms, and get that stretch through the abdomen for the spine. This is again one of those ones that's do as I say, not as I do. Lay down on your stomach and then lift up for cobra stretch. Slow release. I'm going to go back for child's pose. Slow release, all four core, take a step forward. Back leg, back hip flexor drives forward. With that hip forward, I can add a modification if I need it. You don't have to do this. If you feel good, please stay here. I'm gonna lift the leg. You don't have to. Stretching out a little bit more intensely into my quadricep and the hip flexor, and make sure you are breathing. Slow release, switch the legs, all four core, take a step forward, drive that hip flexor forward. Feel free to keep it here. Feel free to modify. Breathe. And release, cool. Okay, so now I'm slowly making my way to standing, nothing to trip on, okay? Move everything out of the way. When you take your time standing up, go ahead and do shoulders back and down. With my shoulders back and down, I'm gonna go one arm up, make sure I'm breathing. The other one tips. So I did kind of set up with my legs being like hip width or wider. I gave myself a wider base. And switch it, hand up and tip. Coming up, shoulders back and down, breathe. Arm across, back of the arm gets the stretch. Release, switch. Release, elbow up. Release, switch. And release, shoulders back and down, breathe. I really need you focused on breathing on this next one because a lot of stretches going on. I'm gonna go spinal extension, arms open wide. Now I'm gonna hug it in, spinal flexion. Now I'm gonna go limp and roll the spine all the way, stacking that vertebrae one on top of each other. Reach the top, shoulders back and down. One more time, back and down. Chin down to that chest, side to side. Coming up slow, look over the shoulder. Other side. Center and up. Awesome, good job. Thanks for sticking with me all the way to the end. Have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys Friday.